Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are looking at My First Castle Panic for the junior versions of the board game series. And this game I have just gotten from Amazon a couple of days ago, so I haven't looked inside. I just have taken out the plastic covering off it, and that's it. I haven't peeked inside what's inside, and I don't know how the game is played, and everything is still intact. So I will go ahead and look at this game with you guys. So let's go ahead, open the box and see what's inside, and then I will learn this game with you guys while making this video. So yeah, let's jump inside and see what's inside the box. All right, guys, let's open up the box. And on the box, first, let's look at on the box. On the box, it says My First Castle Panic. Work together to save the castle, a cooperative game for kids. And I love cooperative games because it gives us a lot of understanding of what the kids think, how the kids are thinking, and what their thinking level is at, where they are thinking, how they are thinking, and it just provides a lot of insight on what kids are thinking. So let's open to this together. The first one we have is the rules sheet. So it's just a sheet, front and back. Okay, then we have this like a sheet of the games, other games that they sell. I'm interested in buying Castle Panic, but I'm just going to hold on to it for now because I haven't gotten Castle Panic, but yeah, I'm planning to get one soon. I haven't gotten it. It's in my list, but it's like down, all the way down. The next thing they have is the castle itself. So this is the castle right here, and then this is the front wall, or just the wall for the castle. Okay, so that's that. And I haven't, like you see, I haven't taken them out from its silhouette as of yet. And these are 16 monster tokens. So the front looks like this, not these, this, and on the back it looks like this. Okay, so those are the monster tokens. The next thing we have is the game board. Let me push this on the side and open up the game board. And this is how the game board is right here. And I can just move, sorry, I can move my camera a little bit up so you guys can see. And then the next thing we have are these 26 castle cards, and I haven't opened them yet. And then the 4 how to play cards. Okay, and then they have just given like a resealable bag to store those cards. And then we also will need the bottom of the box, which is the monster dungeon. So this is, you can take it out or leave it in the box. It's one and the same thing. And what I'm understanding, from my understanding, is you'll put this here and put this at the end of the road on the game board, and then you'll play. I don't know how to play this game yet, but we'll look at it together. So let's go ahead and see how to set up the game, and then from there we'll see how to go ahead and play this game. Okay, everyone, so I have prepared already and I have set up the game board already, and let's look at how to set up the game. So I was wrong. You don't have to put this game box on the end of the board. The end of the board, two spaces, one will be the castle, the last one, and the before one it'll be the castle wall. Okay, so that's that. Then you will take these, find these monster tiles with the stars on them right here, and then you will find the stars. There are 3 of these, and you will put on the starting 3 tiles here like I have done. And then you will take these rest of the monster tiles, shuffle them up, and place them face down on the side of the board. Then you will take these castle cards right here and then shuffle them and deal each player 1 card face up. And then I have set up for 2 players right here. And then you will also keep the monsters dungeon next to the board handy for the play. So now that's about it for the setup of. Let's understand the board, the castle cards, and the monster tokens first before we see how to play this game. So first, let's look at these shapes of different colors on the path of the board, and those are the ones that the monster will be recognized with. Okay, so that those shapes are important for the game. Next, let's look at the castle card. So here I have a hero card. Hero card can match one monster in any of the shapes of the color shown. So this hero can knock out a triangle, square, or circle that is red in color. So this monster will get knocked out if any of the player plays this card. Okay, so this is that one. Then there is this card that is a any color card, and an any color card can match one monster in any color of the shapes shown. So for this one right here, we can again knock off this one right, this monster here, because it is a red, green, and blue color triangle. So if there was a monster here, say this monster had moved forward and it was here, we could have knocked out this monster too. So those are, that is the any color card. Okay, and these are the regular cards. So if you play this card, then you have to knock out a monster that is on a green triangle space. Okay, so that's the castle cards. Next, we are going to look at these beginner monster tokens, which are marked with the golden stars on them. So there are 3 of them, and I've already placed them. Next, we are going to look at some of these monster tokens right here. So this monster token here, first one, is called shower or shower. And after you put the shower on the start space, so all the monsters always start at the start space. You put the shower at the start space, and then you will move each of these monsters one step ahead. So say these monsters were here, right, and the shower came up, then these all monsters will move one more step ahead. Okay, like this. So they will keep getting closer to the castle and the wall. Okay, so that's the shower monster. Then the next one we have is the marcher. So what this marcher does is the same thing. When the marcher hits the start tile, all these will move one step forward, including the marcher, and this marcher will also bring in another monster at the start tile. So say this moved one step here, all of them, I put this here and they all moved here, and then the marcher will bring one more monster with it. Okay, so that's the marcher. Marcher has this symbol on top of it. Then the next one is the runner. This is the runner, and runner is the one who is in a hurry. So instead of putting this monster at the start tile, it will be placed in front of the monster that is closest to the castle and the wall. Okay, so say this monster is here, then this monster, the runner, will be put in front of this one because it's closest to the wall. Okay, so that's the runner for you. Then the next 10, I think those are the 3 ones, 3 different kinds of monsters. And then there are regular monsters like this one, which does not do anything. It just moves like regular monster. It does not bring anything special. And also the special move for the monster is only when they are placed or added onto the board. They cannot, and then after that they will just move according like just a regular monster. It's not going to keep doing that over and over again in every round. Okay, and then in the dungeon we are going to add the monsters that are knocked out of the board. Okay, so that's the dungeon where we are going to catch the monsters and put them in. And monsters can never land in an empty wall space. Okay, so say that the wall is knocked down, then the monster will directly go and knock down the castle. It will not step on the wall space. Okay, so that's one of the things we need to remember. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see how to play the game and what are the steps for the game. So on your turn, each player will do 4 things. First, they will draw a card from the draw pile. Okay, and then take it in their hand. And they can either play this card, then the next step will be play 1 card from your hand. So I have like 2 cards now, or I can ask for help. So right now I'm the first player and I drew this card from the deck, but there's no reason for me to use this because there is no monster on this tile right here. So I'm going to, and then second player also has the same card as me. So I'm just going to use this card and place it in the discard pile and knock this monster out and catch it and put it in the dungeon right here. Okay, and then I'll draw. Then the third step will be to move the monsters. So after you play a card, the next step will be moving the monsters. So we'll move these monsters one step ahead and then draw one monster token. So the last step will be drawing the monster token. So I drew this monster token, which is a regular monster. But say if we pulled out any special monster, then these monsters that have been on the board beforehand would move one more step. So they already moved one step and they would just move one more step. But as of now, I just pulled up a regular monster, so we are good to go. Okay, so those are the four steps. Draw the card first, then play the card or ask for help the from the other players. So that's why it's cooperative, because everybody can see your cards and you can ask for help and discuss it. Say even if you have a card in your pile that would help you take away a monster, you can still ask for help, which would be a better option for you. Say you have a card that will knock out this monster, but there is a monster on the tile with the red circle. Then the other player has the red circle card. Then it's better to knock that one off rather than using your card and you knock this monster right here out. Okay, so those are the and then the next step. So the third step will be to move the monsters one step ahead, and then the last step will be to draw the monster token from the monster pile. So those are the four steps. Okay, so now it's the next player's turn. The second player is going to draw the card, and they drew a blue triangle card, but they are going to play the green triangle card and place this one in this card and then knock this monster out. All right, and now they are done with the second step. So now the third step will be to move the monsters one step ahead. Then the next last step for them would be to draw a monster tile. So they drew a runner. Okay, so this runner will go ahead and place it right here. Okay, so these monsters didn't move ahead the second time, but the runner is in front of the monster that was closest to the castle. Okay, so now again it's my turn, and I am going to draw a card from here, and I have drawn a blue triangle, which is not helpful, but I have a green triangle card which I will use to discard, and I'm going to take this monster and put them in the dungeon. Okay, and now again the third step will be to move these monsters one step ahead and draw a monster token and then place it right here. Okay, so now it's again the second player's turn. They're going to draw a card, and they drew a red red square. Sorry, I forgot my shapes. A red square. So they're going to knock off that runner, play this card and knock off this runner out and place it into the dungeon. Okay, so that's how you play the game. Say and then they will move this monsters ahead, and they will bring another monster out. Okay, say a monster reaches all the way here. Okay, then they will knock out this and you'll place this aside, and then at the next step the monster is so when you knock out the wall, the monster is also knocked out and you place that monster into the dungeon. Now another monster has to go all the way through and hit the castle, and if the monster hits the castle, then the castle is destroyed and the monster is caught. But because there is no more castle to call home, the game ends and the player loses. The other one is the other so that is the one way the game can end, and the other way the game can end is that you have used up all these monster tokens and you have caught all the monsters and placed them into the dungeon before they knock down the wall and the castle, and then the players win the game. So this game is pretty simple, very easy to play, and it's so much fun. So let's move on to my final thoughts and we'll talk more about it there. There are some other special cards in the deck. This one is a boot the monster out. So what is it is that you'll take any monster, and you probably want to take the monster closer to the castle and put it back on the face down monster token tile and not in the dungeon. Okay, so you're just kicking the monster out. You're not catching the monster. And there is this other one token which helps you rebuild the wall. So say if the wall has been knocked down and you play this card, this wall can be put back in place. Okay, so you will get an additional turn to play the game. So looking at this game is pretty simple. It says on the board that it is 4 plus for 4 plus, and which is true. 4-year olds will be having so much fun with this game. They are learning so much from this game because it teaches you colors, it teaches you shapes, it teaches you taking turns, it teaches you how to help each other out. 4-year old, they kind of don't want to, they're in that still learning space or age where they are still learning to share and still learning to help each other. And this is a great game. This is also a great game from educational purposes, like I said, because they learn the names of the shapes, the basic shapes, the colors, the basic colors, and it's just so much fun. There is so much to do. There is no dice rolling, which I really like, because dice rolling just took me back to where my son did not know how to roll the dice. Now he's pretty good at it because we play a lot of games. But when we started initially playing games, his dice rolling skills were like the dice would just fall on the floor all the time. So I love this game. The kids will enjoy it because it's simple, it's quick, it does not take much time. I think it takes about 15 minutes to play this game. Enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more fun, educational and fun videos like these. Bye, have a good one.